What's going on, folks? It is drive time. Yes, it is. You know what that means. I'm on the road. You're going to hear the engines bumping. You're going to hear people whooshing by. You're going to hear me hit every bump and try not to get bounced all over the place. You can hear the engine rev up like that. So I want to say hi real quick. I know it's been a minute, but it's okay because I've been busy. Not only with massage, not only with work, but now I can finally say I am doing voiceover practice more and more, and I'm about to drop some major shit on y'all. It's a self-produced voiceover story. It's something I've always wanted to do for the last, I would say, 5 to 6 years. And I started and I stopped. I started and I stopped. Why? Excuse me, because of my perfectionism. It wasn't good enough. It just wasn't good enough for me. And instead of just putting it out there, just trying to show my body of work and everything, I just kept on and on and on, kept lagging and bullshitting, flirting around. Now I'm just like, you know what? I'm good. I gotta do this. Special shout out to my friend Ashley, who she really worked with me, and I appreciate it. She opened up some doorways inside me that I had closed. She laid out the plan for me. We talked and we hollered and shared some stories about, why. What is it? Plus two, what is my why? And my why for doing voiceover and being creative is because that inner child is calling out for that creativity. And I realized now I never wanted to be a massage therapist. I always had an interest in doing it. Yeah, even before I got my license, I could do a pretty good damn massage. Got even better after I got my license, started practicing more and more and got my flow. And I know a lot of folks are like, well, Phil, you spent so much money on that. Folks, it's not about the money. You can spend a whole bunch of money on a whole bunch of damn things and still not get any satisfaction. I just wish I'd have had more focus, more clarity back then before I got into massage school and just jumped full in with voiceover and other creative endeavors. I never gave myself a chance to do that. Instead, I kept jumping and jumping. And I know folks are saying that right now, well, you're about to jump out of massages when you're starting to get going. Folks, plus my hands hurt more and more. Some of these people want the deep ass tissue, and I'm like, you guys, I can't do this like I used to. Ever since my gallbladder surgery, I'm still here. I realize I'm still healing. Okay, I know it's been 7 months since my surgery, but damn. I knew it was going to take some time, but the way these folks keep, could you just a little bit more pressure? Girls, like, I got my elbow touching your nipple right now from your back. How much deeper you want me to go? You'd be surprised with their answer. I just need to feel something. Oh my God, one of those. But anyway, thank you, Ashley, for helping the brother out. Thank you to my sister soulmate Laurel. Hey, we got this. You really got the ball rolling as well. Man, it's just smooth sailing from here because I've been practicing every day. I keep all the bloopers, the reels and everything, and I just go back and say, oh, okay, this is what I'm doing wrong. I keep clicking. So if there's any other people out there who do voiceover, how do you stop the damn clicking? I kind of found one way of doing it, or always taking like the big breaths, like you're talking, you go, like I do on the podcast, which I don't care if I do that on the podcast. I realize that now because I'll talk and I'll go, and you hear it, and I have to go edit all that out, and that's a pain in the ass. So I'm like, I ain't doing that no more. But on the voiceover, it does matter. Ooh, it matters. So I've been learning to, when I speak, like when I do my practice scripts, instead of always closing and opening my mouth, what I do, like I'm doing now. So what I do is I talk, and I keep my mouth a little open, and that way everything gets enunciated properly. Like when I say my practice words, the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. And it comes out better. I think it comes out better. Y'all probably sitting there laughing at my ass. Like, what the fuck is he talking about? I guess you just have to be there to understand. Anyway, I love you all. One of the major things I'm also doing with the Big Daddy Forever podcast is the Big Daddy Forever podcast, folks, is going to be going away. It served its purpose. It really has. I really want to concentrate more on the voiceover. I might jump in once in a while, do a podcast to give an update or, something like that, what's going on in my world and whatnot. But right now I'm really working on the voiceover work. I gave myself a plan. By my birthday, I will be a paid voiceover artist or actor, whatever you want to call it. Okay, I will be paid. I've already looked into several sites. What was told of me to do. I'm setting those up, even though I haven't hit publish, because I got to build a body of work first. But I promise myself, by my birthday, I will be a paid voiceover artist. I know a lot of folks. I know some folks I've told about. They're like, well, in this economy, do you really want to do something like that? Yes, I do. Yes, the fuck I do. Why? Because I believe in myself, even if you don't believe in me. I believe that I will be a paid voiceover artist, even if you think it's a waste of time in this economy. Could I be doing something that's going to bring me lots of money? Oh, absolutely. There's several things I could do right now that will bring in lots of money, but will I be happy? Will it give me that satisfaction with what I'm doing now? No. Why? Because I've already tried it. I started learning coding for the Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine 5.3, I think it's right now. I wasn't know it's Unreal Engine 5. You can make video games, you can make scripts on this, you can have your characters do certain things. You can make the most badass special effects ever on this on that tool. And it's what the majority of Hollywood's using. Like all those backdrops, if you ever watched The Mandalorian, that's what the Unreal Engine 5 is. They made a dome with a whole bunch of screens and uploaded the background onto it. Just a little fine tuning here and there in the finished product. And I've worked on some stuff like that. And folks, it's fun as hell. It's beautiful, but I'm not gonna lie, it's time consuming. I realize now I like being out and about. And doing the coding and doing special effects like that, yeah, you're gonna have to sit your ass in a chair for a long time. Or if you're one of those people who likes to suffer standing, I make up my own shit. Then you can have a stand-up desk and work on your special effects or whatever you want to do with the Unreal Engine like that. I chose this route because, like I told Ashley, there are certain actors who I paid attention to growing up who did voice acting, and that was the first thing. Yeah, the cartoons were cool. The effects and all that stuff, the animation was fantastic. It was always the voices that captured me, just like in comic books. It was never the art. And honestly, now it was never the story. It was the lettering. Why? Because I used to tag. I used to do graffiti. So whenever I'd see the lettering, when I'd see the big blam or kaboom or kapows in the special effects for comic books, I was like, hey man, they're tagging. Look at them, big old nice ass graffiti and stuff like that. That's pretty badass. So that's what's saying to me. That's what it was called to me. The voices are what called to me. So in the late 70s, who remembers Battle of the Planets? For you old heads like me, okay, Gen X and maybe a little older, it was Battle of the Planets. Casey Kasem, he played one of the characters. He's a old school radio DJ, and he used to have his own show on TV, America's Top Something. So Casey Kasem, not only was he a radio DJ personality, but he was also a voice actor. He did Jason in the cartoon, and his voice was just always badass. And I actually had a chance to meet him when I was a kid too. Very nice, very, very cool gentleman, man. Then there was Thundercats. And if you don't know who Thundercats are, then you know what? Your fucking nerd card, your goddamn geek, whatever, your geek classification. I personally revoke that shit. Because if you don't know who the fuck the Thundercats are, you just, you know what? You fail. You fail at life this period. Panthro, Earl Hyman. That was a voice characterization actor for Panthro. And if you don't know who Earl Hyman is, Grandpa Huxtable from The Cosby Show, him, and he did several other character voices over the years. Fun shit. Very, very just entertaining. And I would watch, I watched a whole bunch of videos of him on YouTube one day, how to speak and how to enunciate. And it was pretty much the same thing with my next person who inspired me to who really get into voice acting. Morgan Freeman, you know, voice of God, Legos. If you don't know who he is by now, just, you know, just that's all I'm gonna say. The way he talks, the way he's done narration, the way he just had that smooth baritone voice. Hell, who wouldn't want a voice like that? So learning how to speak like him, watching his videos and learning his instruction on masterclass series, he says straight out, slow down, enunciate everything. You're gonna hum. If you want your voice low, you gotta once you hit that low spot, go a little lower. And once you hit that spot, go a little lower. And if you can't hit it, then you reached your peak right there, and just work at it. As you can tell, my voice is now lower because when you hum like that, it relaxes your vocal cords. Yawning helps you relax your vocal cords as well. And I know that's going to be a trip because now people are going to listen to the beginning. Now they're going to listen to this part. They're like, how the hell did you drop your voice so low? Because of the humming. And then open up your mouth and doing that crazy. You have to do the noise, and you just go. And that relaxes your lips. So that way, when you start talking and start enunciating like Morgan Freeman, like I'm passing this sign right here, Lake Mary Avenue, Flagstaff, Arizona, 86001. Welcome to the 7,000-foot city. No, stuff like that. I lie. I'm telling you, I have a field day with this shit. You know who really likes it? The ladies. Oh, yeah. They're like, ooh, Philip, talk some more. Oh, what would you like me to say? You know, I got to clown with it. And then the one voice who really, really, absolutely started it all for me, the late, great James Earl Jones. So now, excuse me. So now that he's gone, I always keep up on voice actor news and just anything voiceover now. There's a huge search for the next James Earl Jones. They want someone who can speak like that, talk like that, who has that vocal range, that power. And boy, nothing says power like Mufasa from The Lion King. The way he spoke, and I know some of y'all are gonna say Vader. Darth Vader, he's just this and he's that, blah blah. No, Lion King Mufasa. Ooh, shivers up me. Say it again. Mufasa. Come on, y'all know that part from the cartoon. So those are all my go-to ones right there. Especially James Earl Jones. He's an actor. He knew how to get into the role. He would actually request changes in scripts, saying, you know what, I feel that this character wouldn't say this or talk like this in this moment. We need something softer. We need something quieter. During Star Wars, during all the Star Wars, they were constantly asking the producers, and George Lucas were constantly asking him, would Vader say this in this part? How much depth, how much anger, how much pain would he say it here? How would he do this? And that's where he was always talking about the quiet moments. The quiet moments where he would speak that would just literally boom the damn volume. As you can tell, I'm into this. Before, I remember I used to talk about massage and how happy I was doing all this, talking about all this, doing the vocal challenges I see online. And it's only been a week since I talked to Ashley, but in this short amount of time, I've just blown through this, folks. This brings me joy. I can see myself doing this for the rest of my life. Matter of fact, I know I'll do this for the rest of my life because it feels good. When I do voiceover, you know what it really feels like? It feels home. It feels like I've come into something that no one can take away from me. Absolutely no one. I've done jobs, I've worked all over the place, and it just seems like I'm always at the mercy of somebody else. With a voiceover, time, place, and space is mine. Yeah, I'm gonna have to work at it. Contracts ain't just gonna come my way, which really excites me, because now I can really push myself in order to be my own boss with this. Hey, Mr. Magani, do you think you can audition for this? Well, I absolutely fucking can. When do you need when do you need the demo in? When do you need this? When do you need that? And guess what? I will happily do it. Why? Because I see myself doing this. I'm gonna have fun, folks. I am. I'm gonna have fucking fun with this, and ain't nothing gonna stop me but me. Sorry, I had to pause real quick. I had to go get some gas. I was looking at my damn gas tank, because I usually, on my days off, I take long cruises, and I've been out on the road for a minute. So, as you know, earlier I said Lake Mary Road, and yeah, I was way out there. Actually, I was past Lake Mary Road. I was on my way to Payson. I'm like, wait a minute. Boy, turn your ass around. You ain't got gas for this shit. Even though I could have went a little bit further and got gas in Payson. But the problem with Payson is I like it. I know a lot of folks like, oh, you actually like Payson? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. It's actually fun. I like the scenery. Like the ladies. Boy, I have yet to see one lady around my age in bad shape over there, boy. How do I know this? Because I've learned not to be shy no more. Which leads into another part why I'm changing all this up with my career. The medicine. I don't want to say it out loud because I kind of get scolded every time I mention it. The medicine is finally kicking in. The one from the ceremonies I went to. It's been showing me lately that, okay, you asked for more signs. You said, I'm out of your system. You asked for signs, and we're going to give you some signs in the strangest ways. Because I asked, Aya, I feel you're gone, but I don't feel that way. It's deep down. I know you're still there, so won't you show me some signs that I'm on the right path, or I need to change some things up. I don't care how cool it is. I don't even give a damn how weird it is. Show me. I guess she realizes my taste for the weird, because she has been showing me shit in weird ass ways. I'm on the right path, or I need to reintegrate or ground myself back into all the teachings that I was going through before, especially with the medicine. And hot damn, man, I've been seeing sigils, I've been seeing glyphs, I've seen just little small random stuff here and there, folks, that shows me, hey, you know what? You are on the right path. This decision that you're making to keep going with voiceover, get out of massage. And I was like, okay, if I'm not supposed to be doing massage, are my hands giving out for a reason? Yeah, your hands are giving out for a reason. They're starting to hurt. And it makes me, and it reminds me of one of my friends who said he was a former massage therapist himself, did it for 12 years, deep tissue or different things off and on. And it wears on your body. It really does. And folks don't give a shit about you as long as they get what they're getting. I've told some people, yeah, I'm not going to be lasting massage for much longer. Some of my clients have got mad. Well, I guess this means I have to go find another one, huh? That's all they say. They don't say, oh, what's going on? What happened? Are you feeling okay? Blah, blah, blah. No, I guess I got to go find another one. Okay, sounds good. And then maybe about 5 massages later, well, what's going on? And I'll chuckle. I'm like, nothing at all. I don't tell them. Hell no. You didn't give a shit during that time when I mentioned it. I'm not telling you now. Otherwise, folks, I bump my damn gums all day. Well, this is what's going on. This is what's going on. Me, it's just time for a change. Those creative endeavors need breath too. They need light. They need warmth. They need to feel the wild. They really do. And I'm going to give it to them in full goddamn force, because it's just what I want to do. And I think all of us deep down have a creative endeavor inside of us that we all want to do. But because life affects us in different ways, it starts to manage our time differently and starts to control us. I think a lot of people end up falling victim to their own slave instead of giving way to what feels good to them. I mean, 'cause honestly, I really feel we can all make money and live happy lives and joyful lives off of our creative endeavors. But American society is not built that way. Okay, it really isn't. American society is based off capitalism. The more we see, the more we want, and the more we see of people having, we want what they have too, and then we just want more. Nothing wrong with it. If that's the lifestyle you choose to live, hey, to each their own. Me, I've never been a really big materialistic person. I really haven't. And I know I'm not a materialistic person because when I got home from Prescott Valley and moved back into my mom's, I got rid of a lot of shit. Everyone kept saying, won't you have a yard sale? Won't you do this? You can sell that, make some... No, I just want to get rid of it. Okay? I just want to get rid of it. It serves me no purpose. Well, you really could make money. Shut up. That's why after a while I didn't tell nobody shit. I would just get rid of it. Even my family. Some of them would be like, well, won't you do that? No. And they were like, kind of, no, you really should. And I wouldn't, no, they would sit there just be talking. And I would just bypass them. I would just go get the shit and go throw in the garbage. And they're just sitting there just looking at me like, okay, well, shut up. Thank you. Should have shut up in the first place. I'm so mean, huh? Anyway, folks, that's a quick update for you. I'm back home. It's time to shower, shave, all that good stuff, and continue the adventure. Thank you for listening. I will let you know when the true Big Daddy Forever podcast is the last one. I'll let you guys know. In the meantime, stay up, be beautiful, stay positive as much as you can. You're alive. You have a choice every single damn day of how you want to live. If you want to wake up angry, then you can be angry for the rest of the damn day. If you want to get up and bask in your glory and your joy, then that's exactly what you're going to do. It's always choice. Feel me? I love you all. And as always, mwah! Peace.